Why am I doing this? One day at 1 am I felt inspired and now this is happening. Top 20 moms in MLP. Yes, those are all the official mom characters I felt were worth mentioning, plus a few extra I would classify as such. This is purely ranking their qualities as a mom and is based on analysis paired with my opinion. If you would move around anything, let me know in the comments. Now, let's jump right into it. This is gonna be a long one. Number 20. Spoiled Witch. This was a no-brainer. She is the worst mom in MLP, and no other in Gen 4 even comes close. She puts unreasonable expectations on her daughter. She is manipulative and overbearing. She is the classic bad and toxic mother trope, trying to make her kid what she never was. The only one that even comes close to Spoiled Witch is number 19, Opaline. She's an abusive mother figure towards Misty and she knows it. I made a full video on their toxic relationship a while back, and I still stand for my takes there. She is like Mother Gothel from Tangled, making herself feel better through talking down her supposed daughter. She is making Misty feel like she's dependent on her and uses that to her advantage. At least Misty is out of that situation at this point. Number 18. Main Allgood. Scootaloo's mother that we only see in one episode, in which she is trying to get Scootaloo to live with them in Shire Lanka without ever asking her what she wants. She was never there for Scoots growing up, and the one time she is being a bad parent. In my opinion, this justifies her placement this low. At least she gave in to let her live with her aunts in the end. Number 17. Cookie Crumbles. Yes, the first main 6 mom already. We basically never see her, and the few appearances she has, she doesn't show much. The one thing we know is that Sweetie Belle seems to be at Rarity's place basically all the time. Letting her child run free and bother her sister all day doesn't speak for her mom qualities. Rarity is working, she should know that and keep her other child from disrupting that. Number 16. Ocean Flow. Terra Mars mother. The only time we interact with her is in Surf and or Turf, when her splitting with her partner makes Terra Mar think he needs to decide between land and sea. This is a classic communication issue. If they ever properly talked about it, all of Terra Mar's worries could have been avoided. I'm probably judging her a bit too hard though. She didn't have bad intentions, but that doesn't change the outcome. Communicate with your kids, please. Number 15 is similar. Stellar Flare. Sunburst's mom always tried to support him, but in the wrong way, asking him for his plans for the future over and over. I understand that she wanted to push him to reach his potential, but it had the exact opposite effect. It made Sunburst less willing to do what she said and completely destroyed their relationship. Another case of misguided effort and failed communication. Number 14 is a good leader, but not the best mother. Queen Novo prioritized the safety of her people over the wishes of her daughter. She was actually listening to her daughter too, giving the main 6 a chance, and they wasted it. You see that we are already getting to the better moms. I wouldn't call number 13 good yet though. Mrs. Shy has 2 children. One has severe social anxiety and the other is a jerk, who couldn't get anything done. That's not even the worst of it. She even fails to stand up against Zephyr and show him the ropes when he desperately needs it. She didn't take action when necessary and let her daughter deal with it. She likely tried to be a soft and nice parent and it worked with Flutters, but not with Zephyr. Good intentions, unfavorable outcome. Number 12 is the first one I would call good. Clear Sky is Quibblepant's new girlfriend, and she is a good mom in the sense that she wants her new boyfriend and her daughter to bond and get along. The only problem is that she doesn't help with it. She just tells him that he needs to and supports his efforts, and then leaves it at that. Basically the bare minimum. Queen Haven is our number 11. She isn't a bad mom, just very self-centered and pushes expectations on her daughters. Especially Zip. I understand that that's due to them being royalty, but it wouldn't hurt her to listen to her daughters more and let them decide how they want to live their life, instead of following the outdated concept of monarchy. She still gives them their freedom and isn't as forceful with them as for example Spoiled Witch. Good mom, good queen, could still be better. Number 10 is one of the most prominent moms in MLP, Mrs. Cake. We can see her as a very caring mother from beginning on, even being extremely cautious and not wanting Pinky to babysit her children because she was worried. The way she instructs Pinky in the end shows the same care. She would probably be higher if it weren't for the implied adultery. Number 9 is a lesser known one, Stormy Flare, Spitfire's mom. She's the first one where I don't have anything bad to say. She is there for her daughter, going to her performances whenever she can. The fact that Spitfire left her team alone to go take care of her also speaks for a great relationship between mother and daughter in general. It's time for the technically mother. Number 8, Granny Smith. She is a mother to the entire Apple family, but specifically Bright Mac and technically Pear Butter. And what a mother she was. She stopped a long-held grudge against the Pear family for her son's happiness, even taking in pear butter, giving her a place when she needed it most. And even after Buttercup and Bright Meg supposedly died, she took care of her grandchildren. If anything, this placement is still too low for what she has accomplished. And we are still getting better. Number 7 is Cloudy Quartz, mother of 4. She brought up 4 so different fillies, and all of those turned out amazing. An element of harmony, a rock scholar, one that wants to take over the family business, and one that's studying overseas. They couldn't wish for more. And children like that show how good of a mother she has been, especially because they still maintain a good relationship with her. Number 6 is the one you all been waiting for, Twilight Velvet. She is the mom to the incredibly magically talented new Princess of Equestria, who saved the same more times than I care to count, as well as her closest advisor and ambassador to the dragons. Not to mention the son who married another princess and became the protector of the Crystal Empire and leader of the Royal Guard. I have no idea how she did it, but she raised 3 of the most important characters of her time. Number 5 might be a bit unexpected. It's Chrysalis. Now wait, hear me out before you turn the video off in disgust. She might not be good, but she is a good mother. Everything she did was only to feed her children at first, providing for her family at all costs, even if she had to go evil for it. I wanted to put her on number 1 first. Then I remembered that she abandoned all of them when they wanted to change, which made everything in her life that was about her children about revenge. The most enthusiastic mom for sure is number 4, Windy Whistles. She is known for her overexcited support for Rainbow Dash, and she always wanted the best for her daughter. She isn't even putting expectations on Dashi, she just supports her with everything she has. It's honestly Rainbow's fault for not telling her when she did too much, and instead avoided her. Communication is key. That's why I still think she deserves this high spot. Most supportive mom award goes to Windy Whistles. Number 3 is the All-Mother, Celestia. She isn't technically a mother, but she is definitely a mother figure for lots of her subjects, an inspiration to all. She gives off the warmth of a mother. You feel safe with her. At least her subjects do, while we are here knowing that she delegates most of the safekeeping to others. But regardless, she is an incredible mother figure to many, especially her students in her school. For some more than others though, looking at you, Twirly. And because of that, this honorary mom reached the lowest of the podium spots. At least Daybreaker gives big mommy energy. The next one is the one that would have won if it were a list of my favorites. Number 2, Pear Butter. Buttercup has the best episode in the series, and was second place in my mom poll tournament, which I basically based this top 4 on. And I certainly don't mind for her. She chose the side of her family that would enable her to raise children with the stallion she loves, and that is something I can respect. She did well raising her kids as best as she could before presumably dying, giving them some life lessons on their way, and I firmly believe that she died for her children somehow. I know that shouldn't affect the ranking, but my bias was too strong to put her any lower. Number 1 is the mom of moms in MLP, the one who has to deal with one of the most hated babies in MLP history, Princess Cadence. She has given birth to a history-changing alicorn, and definitely has the hardest time dealing with it out of all of the moms. She is the mom you can see interact with a baby the most, and raising that demon child to become a hero to Equestria is definitely a giant accomplishment. She does all that while running the Crystal Empire and with the dark shining armor at her side. And even more so, she knows that sometimes she needs a break. But even then she misses her child. She is a mother through and through, and definitely shows all sides of children and parenting. And because of that, I feel like she earned her spot at the top. Remember everyone, this is only my ranking after considering all their mom qualities, and a big chunk of that list could be moved around due to preferences. So let me know your ranking in the comments. Attentive people probably noticed that I left some out. Phyllis Cloverleaf, the first mom we saw in G5. And that's because I want y'all to place her. Where in this ranking would you put Phyllis? Your turn now. Yes, this is partly so that I can call this a top 20, and totally not because I forgot her when I conceptualized this list. Another one I left out is Pinky, who is a mom at the end of the show, but we never see her act much around her child. We can only assume, and I assume she would be a good mom, after learning for years of babysitting the Cake Twins. But one thing I know for sure is that best mom is obviously your mom. This video is already fairly long for my standards, but it could have been way longer, but I have a life to live. If you want me to go into detail about one of these moms in a separate video, let me know in the comments. Join my Discord if you want to discuss some more. Thanks to my patrons, especially to Maverick, and until next time, for the bonies, fellas, and bye.